Anywhere you want it, that's the way you need it. Anywhere you want it. What's up, fellow fantasy living friends? Josh here with RSMP Tabletop, and I'm beyond excited because today we're gonna head down to 90 Elm Street in Enfield, Connecticut, and we're gonna do a walkthrough at Haven Games and Hobbies.
And thank you again to my camera guy, J-Dog, for showing up and giving me a hand. I appreciate it. And they recently just moved their store location. They used to be down at the other end of the mall, but now they're down at this end of the mall. Oh, there it is. Look at their sign, it's sick. All right, let's go in and see what they got. You got some new releases, Warhammer, Malifaux, nice. Got some paint over here. Scar White, White Scar, I don't know why. Everybody's always out of White Scar and it's what I use. I'm glad to see they have a couple cans here. Looks like they got the Citadel stuff. And then you got Warhammer for Days down here. Combat Patrols and Desolation Squad, starter sets. Oh, they got a little Necromunda section over here too. And then they got a ton of Malifaux stuff here. You know, Malifaux is a game, we're gonna do some Marvel Crisis Protocol and then we're gonna play some Shatterpoint, but Malifaux is probably the game we're gonna end up playing next. Every time I see the boxes and the characters, I just think they're super cool and they're super unique. I could pretty much grab any of these and I'd wanna build and paint them and ultimately play them, so those are pretty awesome. This is super cool. I think one of the coolest things that this store has to offer is just this section of aliens in here. The boxes look super cool. The art's awesome. I guess there's 3 different game systems in here, right? Or 3 different games in the Alien universe here. They have a miniature game, it's like an RPG game, and then there's like an original like board game or something that they had. But I just think that it's just a nice mainstay for the store to have, so you can just look over here and appreciate the art. Creatures of Ether Fields. Look at how sick the art is on this box, man. This is like games like this can pull me into them and I'll just buy them because they look cool. Hellboy board game, and then here it is. Here's the Marvel Crisis Protocol section. You know, this is our section, boys. This is where we go. I will be getting the Sentinels soon enough. I know a lot of people on the Marvel Crisis Protocol Facebook page from Atomic Mouse Games had said that they don't necessarily care about battle reports and stuff like that, but they'd love to see more like thematic events or battles that had made sense. So, you know, like the X-Men versus the Sentinels would be super cool. So I'm certainly going to take what they had recommended and put it into practice. So we'll be doing some of that stuff in the future. I do have the Brotherhood of Mutants that I still have to paint. It's built, but it's just not painted yet. But it's got a good section here. A couple copies of the game. They've got the new version and the old version here, and they've got plenty of other characters to buy on, add on to, a good amount of terrain. Let's see what else they have. Oh, here's the Star Wars Shatterpoint stuff. Let's check this out. So I gotta say, Shatterpoint's kind of what started all this off for me and get into the Atomic Mass games. So we are gonna play some Crisis Protocol for now, but then eventually we are gonna play some more Shatterpoint. So this is a section that I'll be spending some time in the future for sure. Is Star Wars Legion. So maybe I'll get this wrong, but I think Star Wars Legion is kind of like the Warhammer 40K version, but just instead of like all the Warhammer lore and characters, it's Star Wars, but it's their bigger like, you know, battle game that takes hours to play. And then I'm pretty sure X-Wing's the game that they're not really gonna support anymore, which is super sad. But they got a ton of gaming accessories here, so if you need card sleeves or deck boxes or token slot organizers, which actually, I do need some token slot organizers for Marvel Crisis Protocol. All right, I'm definitely gonna grab one of these today, that's for sure. That might be it. I don't think I need to get too much today, but I'm certainly gonna grab something to support. I gotta put my tokens somewhere. You guys, if you're anywhere near, you gotta head down to Haven Games and Hobbies. Look at all the stuff that they have here. They've got a ton of World War II stuff. They've got Shatterpoint, they've got Legion, they've got Warhammer, they've got all these different board games you can play. They've got hobby accessories. I mean, it's a clean, awesome store. So can't recommend it enough, come check it out.
So as you guys can see, Haven Games and Hobbies is honestly such an awesome store. I did pick up my organizer here from GameGenic. It's actually really cool. It's super high quality. It's got really nice locking lids, and you can actually move around the trays and stuff too to kind of organize stuff a little bit better. So I think that this was an awesome buy. I'm super happy that I got it. When I was down there, I got to see Brian interact with a number of customers, and every single person he talked to, he took so much time and effort. He was so knowledgeable, and you could tell he truly cared about making the customer happy. And that's not something you see everywhere. So huge shout out to Brian. You run an amazing store, and it's super awesome to see that. On top of that, while Brian's doing all his thing over there, his wife was teaching kids how to play RPG games and stuff in the corner, and it was just so cool to see these little kids laughing, rolling dice, using their imaginations, and I think that that's something that's truly special, and we need to see more of this type of thing. So, if you haven't had the opportunity yet, you really need to head down to Haven Games and Hobbies and check their store out. Talk to Brian, see what they have to offer, support those guys. Let's help out. You know how the social media algorithm works. Let's get them some notoriety and get some more people into those doors so we have some more friends to roll some dice with. Until next time, stay safe.